Welcome back, everybody. Fantasy Endgame live with you once again on a Thursday night, which means here we are at the start of a new week. It's week 14, which for some of you means playoffs. We've heard a lot of you a shockingly and should I say disturbingly high number of fantasy leagues start their playoffs in week 14, even though we have 4 teams on bye, including the 49ers and the Patriots. But, well, I guess you can't control everything that goes on in your league, but try to get in a league that at least waits till 15 if you can. And please don't be one of those leagues that still plays in week 18.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that discussion in a couple weeks. Look, Chris, if you're playing for the playoffs, in the playoffs this week, you got a whole host of different circumstances than you would in week 15. I mean, honestly, why do leagues start this early?
I don't know. I mean, I understand like the leagues that want to do the 2-week playoffs. It's better. I'd rather have weeks 14, 15, 16, 17 than week 18 where it's like at least we know what teams aren't playing in week 14. Week 18, you don't know what teams are going to sit their starters, how much they're going to play. Yeah, at least it's better than that.
Yeah. I mean, I always tend to fall back to it could always be worse, but
Yep.
It could be better too. Anyways, look, a lot of you, even if it's not the playoffs, it's like win and in or make or break, all those cliches. You have to win to make the playoffs. So, you got to get it right. In other words, that's why we're here. So let's figure out what's going on. And we got football tonight. Before we talk about that, some of your decisions cannot be made yet because we have a lot of what ifs, and it's still just Thursday. So we got to wait till tomorrow's practice reports come out and then the weekend. But not a good sign for Marvin Harrison. He still did not practice at all today, which, I mean, I feel like Michael Wilson still has decent value anyways, but this makes him seem like a much stronger start, huh?
Yeah. Oh, if you guys haven't seen the video yet, but I talk about this. Yeah, whoever the wide receiver one is going to be in Arizona this week, going to feel very good about them. Very good about them.
Right. Now, again, could play, but the fact that Harrison hasn't practiced yet, not a good sign for his status. Also, Drake London, we heard beginning of the week there's a chance he could play, and now it's looking doubtful because he didn't practice. Now, I think it was Morris, right? It said he doesn't have to do a lot in practice. Like he could not practice but still play. This does not bode well, does it?
No, it's very rare that somebody doesn't practice all week and then plays. So, look, there's still one more day tomorrow, right? One more day tomorrow. Hope he at least gets like a limited practicing because there's certain guys like Drake London where, like, I don't feel like they have to log, consecutive full practices for me to feel good about. So let's hope he gets something in tomorrow. But it's looking like maybe week 15 is when we're going to see Drake London.
Yeah, and I think that's it's kind of the feeling we had anyways. But again, still got another day left. Let's see what goes on, and hopefully it doesn't get down to that dreaded game time decision. Before we talk game time decision, some good news. Well, T. Higgins is back at practice. It looks like he'll be a full go for that Bengals-Bills showdown. Now, the headline for that one still might be the weather. And, of course, if anything changes, it's the weather. So we're not going to forecast it just yet. But are you feeling any better or worse about that game overall in terms of the conditions? Because, this is what we get, right, in December. We've got these snow games.
Yep, December in Buffalo. It's not sounding too bad right now. I checked it this morning. It was something like 20% chance of snow. Let's see. Good chance. Okay, now actually saying this game has a good chance of snow plus frigid temps in the 20s. And then while some notable QBs, Tom Brady, it's funny because I've said that before. Like I always felt like snow is sometimes an advantage. I guess it depends on the QB because it slows down the pass rush. You still can't feel as good as a game in a dome with perfect climate.
Right. And it's a factor in that sense. And, people have been mentioning this for weeks, analysts about Detroit, their schedule, right? In the dome, and they get all dome for the playoffs. And I've been saying too with Tampa they get to stay in Florida for, I think, 3 of the next 4 weeks. And only one of their road games is at Carolina, which is probably not be bad weather. So it's a little minor factor to consider here. So it seems like T. Higgins is back. Those other guys will wait and see. And then the big question, which I know everybody wants to know and needs to know for tonight, is the Sun God going to make an appearance week 14? Because they play in 2 hours. And we did our due diligence and we checked and we looked and we have no idea. At least unless you found something I didn't.
No, this will, again, I think they got to post the inactives in 20 minutes here. So we probably won't find out till then.
Yeah, it's like we have to know at some point, but we don't know yet. So hang with us. We'll figure it out. Again, if I have Sun God anywhere, I'm putting on my bench. I'm only going to throw him in there if I get a very positive report. I'm assuming he's not playing. I think we're both assuming that. So, of course, that leads to the obvious. JMO being a pretty smash spot here against that Cowboys defense. And in the past 24 hours, have you come around and seen the light on Isaac Tesla?
Define the light. Like there's that little sliver of light where it's like, hey, he catches a touchdown, but I don't see Isaac Tesla getting 5 catches tonight. Of course, now that I say that, he'll probably get 8.
You never know. No, knowing the lines, it will probably be like Tom Kennedy or well, actually, though, I mean, look, it's not just Amon-Ra St. Brown that's out. Sam Laporta, of course, done for the season, but backup tight end Brock Wright, he's also hurt. And Khalif Raymond, the 4th, 5th, whatever receiver you want to call him, he's injured too. Like, they have a lot of injuries here. So it's not just Sun God. So there's got to be an opportunity. But honestly, what I think is we're just going to see like Jahmyr Gibbs catch 10 passes and JMO catch 12 passes. It's probably it.
I'd be okay with that. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. We don't want to see some random guy, 4th string tight end get receptions here. The Lions don't usually roll that way, right? I think he kind of sticks to what he's got.
Right.
All right, well, let's see what goes on here. Dallas, Detroit should be a good one. I mean, like Thursday games are not always great. This is not only a matchup between 2 good offenses. This is almost a must-win for both. I mean, I think for Dallas it is, right? If they lose, they're pretty much not going to make the playoffs. They almost have to win out, I think. And then Detroit is reeling. They need to win too. So do you expect this to be a high-scoring, back-and-forth kind of game, or are they going to be a little bit more careful?
I do expect it to be. I expect it's kind of sad that it's on Thursday because I expect this to be the best game of the week, and it's like it's going to be all downhill from here. Because honestly, I don't feel like – no, really, I don't feel like there are a lot of great – like games like this week where you feel like, 2 really good teams, 2 high-powered offenses. I mean, there's games that are important. Like, I mean, I guess Bengals Bills, but that could be ruined by weather. Obviously, Steelers Ravens is important, but I don't expect that to be some crazy exciting game. Bears Packers is important, but again, I don't expect that to be some crazy exciting game. Like Texans Chiefs is important, but again, I don't expect that to be some crazy exciting game. Like that's, it's like unless you like defense, then that game will be great. This is the game where it's like, man, can't we have this game like Sunday night or something?
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. There are a lot of very important games, a lot of divisional matchups. But yeah, only a couple they feel like are actually going to be high scoring, like great for fantasy. Like you said, like Colts Jaguars, should be a really good game. It's an important game, but is it going to be a high scoring game? Like it could be, but no guarantee. I think Bengals Bills is the only other one, like obvious one. So let's hope tonight is at least a good game.
Yes.
All right. So before we get to tonight's action, of course, we're here to answer your questions, get you set and ready, not just for tonight, but for the rest of week 14. And of course, make sure you check in with us on the weekends, here on Saturday afternoon, here on Sunday morning for the long shows with all the injury updates and everything else. So let's just do this now. Don't forget, as Bob, thank you, our first one reminders, like and subscribe. Just do it now. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that and give us a thumbs up. Just do it now. Don't have to wait till the end. Appreciate that. Also, we would appreciate this. And you know what? You'll appreciate it too. if you try Underdog, because if you sign up for the first time, you're going to get a lot of free stuff, and that includes some bonus cash. So let's start with the first thing. Tonight, you get a free pick. The gimme, it's Jahmyr Gibbs just getting a yard. That's right, just 1 yard. Jahmyr Gibbs passes that threshold. You will win that pick. You can combine it with any other pick. Again, it doesn't have to even be for tonight's game. It could be for any other game. It could be for any other sport. Just combine the free pick with any other pick, and you will win that pick. And then you also get some bonus cash, up to $1,000 of bonus cash on your first deposit. But make sure you use code ENDGAME. You get the free pick. You get that free bonus match. Plus, you also get another $100 in bonus funds as soon as you play $5 towards your first pick'ems. But again, just make sure you use code ENDGAME when you're checking out, because that's how you get all those goodies. And there's always promos, profit boosts. I just saw one drop. In fact, like right before we went on, get notification from Underdog, and it's giving like a 30% profit boost for tonight. Yep, there you go. That is good right there. So even if you're already on Underdog, just check it out. You're getting all sorts of promos in the lobby. Speaking of promos, of course, also still good to go with our promo for Draft Lane. I'll bring it up here. If you go to the promo code section, you put Endgame, you get 10 free points to ask your questions. So if you haven't tried Draft Lane, again, it's a free download from the Google Play Store or the App Store on your iPhone. Sign up. You can sync with your leagues if you're on Sleeper or Yahoo. That way, when you ask your questions like this user, we can see your roster. I'll show you what it looks like real quick, just in case anybody hasn't seen it before. Currently, my roster is full. Picked up Godwin again. Who to drop?
Again.
Saw the username. Okay, so
But why do we need to drop somebody?
Yeah, I don't know. Godwin's already on the roster, so I'm not sure. Let me make sure. Let me see. My roster is full. Who should I drop? And how's my lineup? I mean, start sit too. Let's do that. Mahomes,
All right.
Walker, Monungai, Puka, Pierce, Warren, Watson, Andrews, and the Bucks. Can't play. Why do we have Scatterboo?
Yeah, you can drop. I mean, unless this is a dynasty. I would flex T. Higgins or Jaden Higgins over Mark Andrews.
Oh, wow. I just noticed that. Mark Andrews, you're right, because he got Warren. Yeah, why are we flexing Mark Andrews? Okay. So that's Jaden Higgins, and this is T. Higgins. We got both Higgins. All right, let's go T. Higgins. We got Pierce.
Yeah, assuming it's not dynasty, he can drop Cam Scatterboo. That's for sure.
Yeah. It doesn't say it's dynasty, so let's just say, unless this is dynasty, you should drop Scatterboo. If it is dynasty, I would say just drop Singletary. All right. No need to flex Andrews. Go with Higgins. All right. Here you go. That's Draft Lane for you. I know most of you have already seen it, and I know a lot of you use it, but in case you haven't yet, again, try it out. All right. So let's start with Jordan. Last week of the regular season, I know. It's crazy just to think that, just to hear that sentence. Great work to those who made the playoffs. Good luck next season to those who didn't. Thank you. I'm 7-6, winning in. There you go.
Oh, I can't believe. I feel like Jordan's team is stacked. How is he 7-6?
I know. Well, there's definitely luck involved, as always. Gut call work last week, sitting Genty for Harvey and Juwan for Strange. I think that's fine.
Nice.
JCR Melt, what's up? Schultz or Ertz?
Schultz.
Needs a flex. AD Mitchell, Jaden Higgins, Alec Pierce.
I still have Alec Pierce the highest here. I know it's a tough matchup, but it was a tough matchup last week too. He's been so good. He's just been so good. I have Alec Pierce the highest.
Yeah, Mitchell for the, I guess, hope for the home run play. You can't count on that 50-yard touchdown where the guy did the defender trips and falls right before the end zone. So,
Right.
Yeah, Pierce is probably still the best bet. Like, I don't mind Mitchell, but all right, let's just get it out of the way early. It's Robert Perky time. You know what that means.
Yes.
All right, Robert. It's almost a wonder that he doesn't have more questions with 30 leagues. Like, I would expect like 50 questions, but I think he's got it. Like, I think he knows what he's doing. All right,
Yes.
are we ready? All right, Robert,
Yes.
are you ready? RJ or Warren?
RJ.
Igbuka or Jacoby?
Jacoby.
Etienne or Manungai? By the way, do we have an update on Manungai for practice this week? I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. This one is close, assuming Manungai is healthy, but I still have Etienne higher this week.
All right. Yeah, I don't remember seeing anything either way about Manungai. So
yeah,
let's just
he returned. He returned to practice today. Romo Doomsday did not practice today, which I don't know if that. I mean, I guess it makes your decision to bench him easier.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so this is Devontae or Watson. I can't tell the spelling because that's not quite exactly either one.
Yeah, if that's Adams, actually, I think I'm just going.
Just either Devontae.
Yeah. I mean, I do like Watson this week, but I can't really. I definitely can't bench Adams. Like, there's no way I can bench Adams. Even Devonta Smith is hard to bench.
All right, so let's just say Devontae. K9 or Gainwell?
Pretty sure I have Walker ahead of Gainwell. Yeah.
And then Rome or Pierce?
Wow.
I guess let's go Pierce.
Pierce. Definitely Pierce.
Watson or Pittman?
Watson.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess if Harrison does play, you put him over Watson.
Oh, yeah.
All right. K9 or Manungai?
Manungai, if he plays.
Jacoby or Sutton?
Ooh.
That one's tough.
That one is tough. I do like Sutton this week, but I've got Jacoby slightly ahead of Sutton.
All right. And then Sutton, Terry, or Watson?
Oh, this one is tough, too. I have Terry slightly ahead of Sutton as well. Man, it doesn't feel good benching Sutton against the Raiders, but I mean, he only had a 13% target share last week. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be very high on Terry this week, especially if now JD I saw got a limited practice.
I think today he was full.
Was he? Oh, maybe I was looking at yesterday's. I had seen he wasn't clear for contact yet, so he was clear today.
Well, I don't know if he was cleared.
Okay.
Yeah, they upgraded him to a full participant today. Now I don't know if they have cleared him for contact yet, but he was a full participant in practice today. So sounding like we might get JD back.
All right. Let's now do. We're not done. We got quarterbacks for Robert. Goff or Stafford?
I'm gonna take. I mean, I like them both this week, but man, Goff against the Cowboys at home. I'm gonna go Goff.
Yeah, I'm fine with Goff here. Cowboys defense still not great against the pass. Burrow or Hurts? That's very close.
Well, I mean, I have Burrow higher, but if we do really start hearing that the weather is bad, I probably would just pivot to Hurts.
And then Mahomes or Stafford?
Well, here I'll definitely go Stafford. This is not a good spot for Mahomes against the Texans.
Yeah, definitely Stafford. I'm like not just the Texans defense, which we know is pretty much, I think it's easy to say, the best in the NFL. There are more injuries for the Chiefs offensive line. I think they're missing like 3 starters. So not good for Mahomes. All right, Robert, good luck. Times 30. Mark Wassman, am I good to drop Judy in a 14-man league?
Yeah. You're good.
I think you're good to drop Judy even in a 32-team league. And then Love or Lamar?
Oh, I can't drop Lamar this low. I'm going to go Lamar.
No, Don't love Lamar, obviously, but yeah, exactly. I think I'll take him over Love. Don't feel like a big Love game here. What about Killatech LA? What's good? Win and in. All right. So we need 2 between Hall, Aaron Jones, C-Rod, Bam, or Mason.
Well, I think Hall's got to be 1. I would have Bam at 2, assuming Benson is out. I would have Jones at 3, assuming he plays. Otherwise, I'd have Mason at 3 if Jones is out.
Yeah. I don't think that Jones' injury seems too serious. If he was completely out, it might be Howard Mason, but it doesn't sound like it. All right, 2 receivers here: CD, Valet, Michael Wilson.
Well, if Harrison is out, it's got to be CD and Michael Wilson. If Harrison plays, I can't start Michael Wilson. Like last week, we thought, yeah, you can still start No, you couldn't start Michael Wilson. CD and Wilson, unless Harrison plays, then CD and Valet.
And then let's see, a flex and a tight end. Well, Kelsey or Parkinson.
Kelsey at tight end.
Yeah, can't go that low on Kelsey.
I mean, I would probably flex Valet, assuming Harrison is out and I'm playing Wilson. Now, if you play Valet, then I would flex one of those running backs. I already ranked them for you, so hopefully you can figure out based on who plays and who sits, who would be the flex.
All right, and then defense, Rams or Dolphins?
Just give me the Dolphins against the Jets.
All right, there you go, Killatech. And now it's Juice's turn. Need to flex between Watson, Michael Wilson, Troy Franklin, and Alec Pierce. Is this the Wilson if Harrison's out deal?
Yeah, and then I'd have Watson second if Harrison plays.
All right, not quite as easy for different reasons. BTJ or Jerry Jeudy?
I'll take a chance on BTJ. At least I still believe that there's talent somewhere in BTJ. He's got Trevor Lawrence. He's in a Liam Cohen offense. I'm not starting Jerry Jeudy.
No, neither am I. All right, and then 10-teamer needs the full lineup: 1, 2, 2 in a flex. Burrow or Goff?
Yeah, this sucks because Goff is tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get the feeling like what you read off the weather report earlier. I don't think it's going to be so bad that they won't be able to throw it at all. And Burrow's played in the snow. I got to take Burrow.
All right. Burrow it is.
Chase Brown, he said reluctantly. Chase Brown, Kenneth Gainwell, C-Rod, or Tootin? Wow. We need 2 of those guys in a 10-teamer?
I'm going to go Chase Brown Rodriguez.
He probably has like CMC on bye or something. JJ McConkey, Franklin, London, Shakir, Watson, Michael Wilson, and Evans.
Oh, all right. Well, you do have good wide receivers. I mean, I'll rank them just again because there's a lot of question marks here. So I'll rank them based on if they all play or they are the wide receiver 1 for their team. I'd have Michael Wilson number 1. I'd have London number 2, Watson 3, Evans 4, JJ 5. That should cover you, right? I'm not flexing one of those running backs. So I'm playing 2 of these wide receivers. I'm playing 3 of these wide receivers. So that should, well, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't cover you because what if London and Evans? That should still cover you. That gives you 3 guys. Well, I'll give you 1. Okay, Franklin would be my next one. So there you go.
All right, there you go, Juice. And here we go, Gabriel. Good afternoon. Waiver wire question. Someone dropped Singletary. Do you like him over Algier Corum, Rico Hubbard?
I mean, it depends. Like the Giants do have a great playoff schedule. And like they get the Commanders, the Vikings, and the Raiders. So great, pretty good, great. the thing about like guys like Algier and Corum is obviously they're either going to be significantly better than Singletary or significantly worse than Singletary. Right? They're either going to be useless for the fantasy playoffs pretty much. I guess Algier maybe has some like desperation flex value. I guess they both kind of have desperation flex value. I definitely wouldn't take him over Rico or Chuba. I would only pick him up. I would only pick him up over Algier and Corum if you actually are going to play Singletary, though. That's the thing. Like if he's just depth that you're never going to use, then I probably wouldn't pick him up.
Yeah, I'm just going to say no because, again, the upside for these guys, if an injury happens, is massive. Like, even with Tyron Tracy out of the picture, how big is the upside for Singletary? It's okay, but not that big. And he's saying, I hope Javonte falls in his face tonight. Well, all right. he might do it in the end zone.
Yeah.
We says, hello. Olave back in practice. So let's see. K9, Valet, Tesla, Jaden Higgins, Flowers, Rodriguez, or Hunt. Just thinking Tesla.
I'm going Valet here if it's my team.
Yeah, I am too. All right. And then Jordan says a few weeks ago, the league mate dropped Daniels for Dak and Stafford. Okay, well, they're all right. I've heard, so it would be funny to pick up Daniels. Oh, it wasn't funny. It's smart. Now I've heard some GD. I have no idea what to do. I think this week you just start Hurts, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think if Daniels plays, I'm playing him over Hurts, honestly. Like Hurts not giving you any rushing. I mean, he can always push in, but he's not really giving you any rushing. Like no design runs. I saw a stat like design runs just across the league for QBs are way down this year. Way down. And apparently there's a report. I don't know if it's true, but in the offseason, Hurts asks to have less design runs.
And you don't mean like the sneaks, like the touch, but it's just in general.
No, I mean where they actually call the play like you're gonna run the ball here. Like I don't mean the sneaks, the tush pushes. I mean the plays where it's like
he's gonna get hit.
Yeah, it's like third and 3, and they're like, hey, you're gonna fake the hand off to Saquon and run. Like he used to do that, 3, 4, 5 times a game. Now they're not doing that. He still scrambles sometimes, and he still has the sneaks and the tush pushes. So I don't know. I think if Daniels plays, I play Daniels over Hurts this week.
All right. Well, there you go, Jordan. I guess we'll wait and see. And he asked, and Bob had asked earlier, I don't think we're going to have time for the origin story again. How do we meet if we're on the opposite sides? Through the magic of the internet.
Yes, exactly. You can be anywhere and meet these days. He was the editor at a site called Rotoballer, still around, by the way. I still check out some of their stuff from time to time.
Yeah.
And I started writing for them. Man, it was a long time ago. And then I think started doing a podcast for them. And I came on one time as a guest. And apparently your other co-host was really flaky. I don't remember who he was, but he was really flaky. And you're like, do you want to be my co-host? I was like, sure. That was fun. Let's do it. That was just podcast. And then we started doing their YouTube with Small World. If you know the fantasy headliners, which I'm sure some of you do, they were the other half of the Rotoballer YouTube channel. It was Pierre and myself and Jake and Kyle. And we would split up the start sit videos. Like, I forget how we did it, but whatever. And then we did that for a while. And then when COVID hit, it's like, why don't we just start our own channel? Because obviously when COVID hit, we had a lot of free time.
Yeah, that was a good motivator, right? Like, yeah, we could do this. All right. So there you have it. I'm surprised y'all don't know. Figure y'all would have heard that.
I feel like we told that story a couple times a year.
Right. Okay.
All right. Well, hey, we just got some big news. It's not official yet, but Amon-Ra St. Brown has been out there warming up.
Really? But not officially active.
Well, yeah, we don't have the actives and inactives yet, so not official yet. But he's out there running around, warming up. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, and it's funny because I'm scrolling here and I was looking for something. And Schefter, this was 4 hours ago, said he didn't practice. A return next week was considered the more realistic expectation. But obviously, things change, so we'll see.
We'll see.
Mike Montalvo wants to know. Well, first of all, love the content. Keep up the good work. Thank you again.
You.
Appreciate it. Is there a world where I start Terry over Rice or Collins?
I mean, I feel like, like if you believe in the multiverse, I mean, come on. Nobody believes in the multiverse, but like if that was a real thing, there's probably like a multiverse out there, like where this week, some random guy is the highest score in fantasy, and but then in some other multiverse, you know what I mean? So there probably is a world where Terry outscores these guys, but I'm not starting him over these guys.
I mean, I do think that it's a tough enough matchup. I could see myself sitting Rice for a stud receiver. I just don't know if I could do it this week for Terry, because even though I do feel like this could be a big Terry week, again, we still don't know about JD, and I don't know. Nico, there's no way. No, I'm definitely starting Nico. All right. Musa says you forgot he does have Mike Evans. Would you trust him if he plays over those guys? Yeah.
I'd play him over those guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
If the Bucks trust him to play, I trust him to play.
Yep.
Mark Wassman again. Would you flex Valet over C-Rod?
Yeah, unless it's non-PPR. If it's non-PPR, I'll go with Chris Rodriguez, but in any kind of PPR, I'll go Valet.
Yeah, in PPR Valet. You're going to love this one. One more. Valet or DK, but
I'm not starting DK Metcalf. Come on.
Oh, but wait, did you read? He said, I feel like DK is due for a breakout game.
I mean, if you're feeling DK, go for it. Go for it. It's your team. What is even a breakout game for DK this year? Like 4 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown? That feels like a breakout game for DK Metcalf right now.
Yeah, just anything. So did you see I saw today who was it? Was basically saying like DK is the problem. Like it's not Aaron Rodgers. Like saying like Aaron Rodgers is having to deal with DK Metcalf. Like he's not getting open. He leans on his number one receiver. That's what makes Devontae Adams, so great. And basically like DK is the problem. I was like, are you sure?
I mean, I have always felt like DK Metcalf, for as good as he is, has been severely overrated as a wide receiver. But that being said, like if you're the quarterback and DK Metcalf isn't open, throw it to somebody else. Like you shouldn't, like if you're supposed to be this great, one of the all-time great quarterbacks, but you have to rely on your number one wide receiver to get open. Like there's lots of quarterbacks that have to rely on their number one wide receivers to get open. They're not Hall of Famers. Like,
right. It's he's not the only receiver out there. I'm not sure how you can blame all of the offense on the one guy. Like, sure, you need to act like a number one receiver, but he's not the only option. So, anyways, I don't know if you've seen that. Yeah, I don't feel it either. I'll go to Valet. And now, always tired. What's up? Need start sit advice in 2 of my leagues. 1 quarterback, receiver, 1 flex, 1 tight end. Okay, so Lamar or Baker?
I still have Lamar over Baker this week.
Yeah, and then we got Marks, Godwin, Mitchell, Evans, Waller, and Ferguson. I guess they'll work backwards. Which tight end, Waller or Ferguson?
I think I have Ferg higher, but let me check. Yeah, I still have Ferguson ahead of Waller.
Someone earlier in Draft Lane had asked, it was a couple of questions, but it was Waller, Ferguson was one of them. And I said, I think Ferguson is like your reasonable pick. He gets you the floor. I think Waller does have more upside, right? Because he could score a touchdown. He's going to get more target share, but he's certainly not safer. So I feel like that's almost a coin flip. Just depends what you're going for. Anyways, and then we need a receiver and a flex here.
All right, I'm gonna have to say again because there's some unknowns here. If Evans plays, he's going to be my wide receiver. Otherwise, I'm going to go Mitchell. And then assuming, actually, I'm probably just gonna. I think I have Marks over. Yeah, I'm just gonna flex Marks either way. So Evans or Mitchell, wide receiver with Marks as my flex.
All right, and still tired, but needs more help. 1 QB, 1 tight end. Hurts or Stafford?
Wow. So hold on. According to Jeremy Fowler, walking off, Amon-Ra St. Brown gave me the thumbs up that he is indeed playing tonight. Not official yet, but and I just saw videos of him running routes. He looked great. He looked fantastic. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a tough dude, man. Tough dude.
Apparently. All right. Well,
I mean, if that becomes, I got to get Amon-Ra back in my lineups.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, look, if that becomes officially official, just because he's running around doesn't mean he's playing. But if they tell us he is officially playing, yeah, it doesn't matter. You play him no matter what. Yeah, that's a good point. I need to go check all my 18 draft lane leagues now.
All right. I'm guessing you don't have Amon-Ra on all 18 of them.
No, I don't know how many I have, but I got to check them all because I don't know where I have him and where I don't have him. That's the problem. Waller or Loveland? Okay, here you got to go Waller, right?
Yeah, Waller over Loveland, Stafford over Hurts.
So you know what? You're going Waller in this league. Go Ferguson in the other league. That way you don't have too much Waller. Jay, what's up, Jay? In standard, drop Gadsden for Waller or Parkinson.
Yeah, I would drop Gadsden for Waller at this point.
Yeah. Wow. Can't believe it. Bench Barkley for Bam.
Look, if actually I take it back. I do still have Barkley over Bam, but I actually have Devin Neal over Barkley. Why do I have Devin Neal over Barkley but not Bam?
Neal or Rodriguez, yeah. Okay. I mean, between those guys, I think I probably would go Bam. And then is that a separate question? Gainwell or Walker? Looks like it's a different question. This is standard.
Go yeah, Walker, right? Walker over Gainwell.
Yeah, especially if it's standard. All right, Bobby Brook, also across the pond, just like Jay's in Scotland, Bobby's in England. Thank you for all your support. Oh, no, thank you. Thank you. Want to make sure you get the win. He's in the playoffs. Good. Would appreciate thoughts on the team, Burrow, Love. Okay, so I don't think we're setting the lineup. We're just giving an evaluation. I mean, you have Burrow. You should just set and forget. I don't think you have to worry about matchups, all that. Jacobs, Javonte, it's great. Rice, Jefferson. Well, this would be better if Justin Jefferson was the number one receiver, but he's pretty deep at receiver, and they got Evans back, right?
Yeah, should get Evans back. I mean, you got Tet, Pittman, Sutton. You're good at wide receiver. Jacobs, Javonte. I mean, this team looks great. McBride,
yeah.
Burrow, Love. You should be feeling good, very good here.
Yeah, you can make a run. And look, if Jefferson gives you anything, then you're good. But Evans coming back is nice. So the question, should I drop Jordan Mason to handcuff Jacobs with Emmanuel Wilson? Yeah, you might as well. I mean, he's never going to start over those four guys.
What's the question? Sorry, I'm gleefully putting Amon-Ra St. Brown in my lineup over Zay Flowers.
Yeah, it's can he drop Mason for a handcuff of Emmanuel Wilson?
Yeah,
because he's like your fifth running back. You're never going to start him unless three of your running backs get seriously hurt, which shouldn't happen. All right, Cash Money. Wow, really? JMO or Nico? Because he already has Puka and Chase.
I have Jameson ahead of Nico. I mean,
man,
I think you got to take it. Well, actually, no, I take it back. That was with Amon-Ra St. Brown out.
That's true. That's true. He's back.
if Amon-Ra St. Brown plays, I'll go Nico.
All right, which
And
we don't officially know,
sounds like
right?
he's
We don't
playing.
officially know.
No, it's not official yet, but I mean it's looking likely. So
all right. So let's just say Nico. I mean, I like Nico enough. I'm playing Nico anyways. Goff or Stafford? Go Goff.
yeah, Goff slightly over Stafford.
All right, and then it's Benny Black. 2 running backs, 2 receivers in the flex: Hampton, Rodriguez, Corum, Algier, Shakir, Wilson, Valet, Tesla, Adane. That's number 1. 2 in the flex.
I'm gonna go Hampton, Rodriguez. Again, assuming Harrison is out, Michael Wilson would be number 1 for me. Valet will be number 2. Shakir would be number 3. Like I'm not flexing Algier or Corum, so and then Mitchell would be 4. So that should cover you for your wide receiver and flex.
Right, and then number 2, pick one: Adunze, Corum, Tesla, Vidal. Just 1.
I mean, I gotta go Adunze here.
If he plays. Yeah, I agree. And then Jones or Darnold the rest of season.
Well, I don't know about that. Darnold this week.
Yeah. All right. Good luck, Benny. And got Evans in 2 leagues. Very nice. Very nice. That's what we want to hear. All right. So now Jordan needs to know Goff, Hurts, or Daniels. He's throwing Goff in the mix just to confuse us.
All right. Well, now it's official. Amon-Ra St. Brown is playing.
Okay. All right. We'll give everyone a second. Go check all your leagues. If you know you have Amon-Ra St. Brown somewhere, make sure you put him in your lineup. Man, that's surprising. It's a short turnaround, too.
I think I probably just go, man, all these guys. I mean, I technically have Daniels ranked highest, but I literally have it ranked like Daniels, then Goff, then Stafford, then Hurts. So it's not like I feel significantly better about any of these guys. I mean, if you want to just play Goff tonight, it's fine. If you want to wait for Daniels and then pivot to Hurts, I think that's fine too. Like you should be fine anyway here, honestly.
That's true. You have no bad choices. No bad choices. There's one good choice. It's exactly what Molly said. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you, Molly. Appreciate you as always. Right now we got John Shop. Flexing Valet. Can I pick up Dobbs or Pierce? Or he says he can pick up Dobbs or Pierce. I think Valet is fine, right? Have Marks.
Although, I mean, come on, we got to prefer Alec Pierce to Valet.
I don't know. Like if Olave is still limited or out, I'm gonna go Valet.
He practiced today. I think he's going to be back. I mean, Alec Pierce has been okay. Maybe this week you prefer Valet, and I don't even know if I do. But rest of the season,
well, rest of the season, no. But I mean, would you have to? Oh, I see. Because he's picking up Pierce. Like Pierce is just on the waiver wire. Why is Pierce on the waiver wire?
Pierce can't be on the waiver wire.
Okay. Well, yeah. If Pierce is just out there, and if you have to drop something, yes, then go Pierce. Okay. He has Marks or can pick up Rodriguez or Neal. Needs to win.
Actually, I do have Neal higher than Marks this week.
Marks is,
but I don't want to. But I don't want to drop Marks.
Yeah. Well, I know the thing with Marks has been so frustrating because he's getting the volume. He's on a decent team, right? Not a great offense, but still a decent team. It's just the volume is there, and he's just not doing a whole lot for fantasy. But I don't feel better about Neal necessarily, you know? He's like the same thing, right? He'll get all the volume, but he's still not a good offense. Sorry, Juice. I think I would just keep Marks.
No, I don't want to drop Marks. Because again, what if Kamara comes back next week? Like, I don't want to drop Marks. So if my choice is drop Marks to pick up Neal, I'll just roll with Marks.
Yeah, the thing is, like, he needs to win to get in. So, like, next week won't matter unless he wins. But I don't think I
True.
necessarily have Neil higher than Marks this week anyway. So that's fine. And they're pretty comparable, honestly. John D'Alejandro needs a receiver and a flex between Monty, QJ, BTJ.
I'm just going to go QJ, BTJ here, I think. I mean, Monty could score, but my goodness. I mean, he only had 8 carries last week. Like, yeah, I'll just go QJ and BTJ and hope for some upside. Hope for some upside.
Yeah, other starters are blah, blah, blah. Hampton. Sounds like Hampton's playing. All right, and the rest of your team is good. Money Mitch is in the house. Love versus Stafford.
I'm going Stafford.
Yep. And then have JD, Goff, Lamar. Can I sit Lamar for the playoffs? I mean, yeah,
Well,
you can if you have JD, especially.
yeah, if you have JD, you probably can. But look, if Lamar goes out there like this week or next week or at some point and, throws for 2 touchdowns and runs for a touchdown, suddenly it's going to be like, how can you bench Lamar again? Like, let's not already pour dirt on Lamar Jackson here.
No, don't drop Lamar Jackson. But you have good options. You can play, matchups weekly basis here.
Yeah.
And then Browns versus Broncos. I think defensive question looks like. Got to go Broncos against the Raiders.
Yeah.
I mean, not that the Browns are a bad choice. But, Pierce versus Ibuka.
I'm going to go Pierce.
Kincaid in the flex.
Nah, I'll go Pierce.
Go Pierce. All right, NTY. Win to get in. Got Stafford, Cook, HN, J-Mo, Jacoby, Schultz, Franklin. Miami on the benches. Bam, Vidal, Monty, Valet, Algier. Any changes here?
I don't think so. I think you're good. I mean, do I have? Well, no, I still have Franklin over Valet.
Yeah. Yeah, the only question is flex. I think you're fine. And then this is, let me see.
Oh, man.
Jasmine. What?
Yeah. Long time. I recognize them. Just unfortunate that they got rid of the
Yeah. And I don't know how to say Jasmine. What's up? Full PPR start C-Rod or Monty.
I'll just go C-Rod.
And then wait to see if Aaron Jones is playing.
Yeah, I mean, this even makes me bench Monty even easier because if Aaron Jones is playing, I'd prefer to play him. So it's like I can just wait, and then if he doesn't play, C-Rod is fine.
All right. And then, yeah, you can do that. Absolute Ghost 95. Yes, both doing well. Thank you for asking. Starting JSN needs 2 between JJ, Watson, Ibuka, BTJ, or Tesla.
I'm going to go JJ and Watson.
Yeah, it's the first 2. And then Knicks or Goff?
Goff.
And then Blake Jones wants to know Goff tonight or Herbert on Monday.
Just go Goff tonight. I think Herbert's going to play, but it doesn't mean I'm feeling good about him.
Right, exactly. Just because he plays doesn't mean I want to play him. Absolute Ghost in the other league, play Tesla or wait for London and put Wilson or Shakir in if not.
Yeah, when I have options like this, like, okay, look, like I said, we could be in the multiverse where Tesla has a nice game tonight. That could be the multiverse we are in. But if I play him and Marvin Harrison is out and Michael Wilson goes out there and catches 12 passes for 150 yards, I'm going to be like, what was I thinking? You know what I mean? Like, what was I thinking? Like, even if Tesla has a good game tonight, how good are we really talking here? I'm really jinxing this. Tesla's going to go off tonight now. Somehow Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to get another 0 despite playing the whole game, and Tesla is going to get like 10 catches. But I mean, really, when you got these options, there is no reason to put Tesla in tonight.
Right. They're all above Tesla. And, oh, by the way, now Amon-Ra St. Brown is playing. So, like, what is...
Exactly. So now what? Exactly.
Yeah, which, again, we didn't know. I mean, this question came in before that announcement, but still, even besides that. All right. Well, now I think this, I don't know, with Sun God active, this pretty much puts to rest any reason to start Tesla, doesn't it?
For me, it does.
Yeah. All right. Cody, is Jahmyr Gibbs about to drop 50 and end my week before it even starts?
Probably not.
Well, I wouldn't be shocked. Wouldn't be shocked. It might be one of those games. But again, now Sun God is playing. So
Sun God is playing, and I saw something. I think Hayden Winks tweeted this out. In the 3 games that the Cowboys have played with Quinn Williams, teams are passing at the highest rate against them.
Yeah, I saw that. The neutral pass rate percentage.
So, I mean, Gibbs could catch 7 or 8 passes or whatever, but I don't think Gibbs is going to have one of those monster rushing games tonight. So I think Gibbs will be good, but I don't think it's going to be like a 50 burger.
All right. So hopefully not. Since
now, if Amon-Ra was out, Jamison Williams might have had a 50 burger, but oh well, we'll never know. We'll never know now. There goes all my Jamison Williams best ball teams.
Well, look, it doesn't mean he can't still have a big game against the Cowboys. It's still the Cowboys defense, but also
True.
what if Sun God is kind of like a decoy? Could be.
I don't know. This is Sun God, man. I don't think so. I don't think so.
All right. This is Thomas Dinks. Start 1, Jaden Higgins, Devin Neal, Tesla would be a no, or Addison, I think, is also a no.
Yeah, it's PPR. I'm going to go Devin Neal.
Eddie J wants to know between Marks, AD Mitchell, Jaden Higgins, who to flex in PPR.
I think I have Marks the highest here still.
All right, and then let's do a little let's do some of the non-super chats real quick. 1 quarterback and 1 flex for Rico Barajas, Goff or Burrow or JD. Again, how do y'all get all 3 of those quarterbacks?
Well, I'm going to right now, I guess Burrow.
Yeah, I'm going to go Burrow. I think I'm just going to go Burrow regardless. Michael Wilson, Justin Jefferson, Evans, Valet, or Judkins can only pick one of those. So I'm curious, if Harrison is out, does Michael Wilson jump JJ and Evans?
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. For me. For sure. Jacoby Brissett is like the new Jameis Winston. He's like just, I mean, we talk about Aaron Rodgers as wide receiver 1. How about Jacoby Brissett's wide receiver 1? It's ridiculous. I'll rank them assuming they all play, or again, are their team's wide receiver 1. Wilson, Evans, Jefferson.
All right. And then let's do Enchanted Fungi. Schultz or Waller?
Schultz. I'm pretty sure I have Schultz ahead this week. Barely Schultz.
All right. And by the way, Rico didn't even notice us. Got the membership. Thank you, Rico. Did your question anyways. Billy Joe Billingsley needs 2 receivers and a running back. Nico, Terry, Watson, and Franklin. And then Corum or Vidal. Wow, that's interesting. With Hampton back, I mean, obviously Vidal, not a guy you want to start, but I think he would at least get as many carries, if not more, than Corum. So in that case, I would still go Vidal. And then we need 1, 2, 3. So we have to just sit one of those first. Nico, Terry, Watson, Franklin.
We're sitting 1. I'm going to sit Franklin.
Yeah. All right. And then we got Burt Bigsby needs 2 flexes. Neil, Valet, C-Rod. Well, I wouldn't count on Washington. He's not practicing either. And then Tesla's nothing now.
Yeah, I'm just going to play the first 2.
Right. And then Gasson or Schultz?
Schultz.
I think we can answer this one a little easier now. Shea Ambrose needs a boom in the flex. Yeah, Tesla over Etienne definitely sounds like a stretch anyways, but definitely now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we can just kind of skip all the Tesla questions. If you have Tesla or just don't bother.
Yeah, exactly.
Young Money, what's up? In house again, he says, JD, sounds like you can finally watch the game again and not have a bag over your head if you're a Commanders fan. Is that what that means?
Yeah. I mean, look, no bag over the head if you're a Commanders fan. It's been a rough year, but come on. This isn't like the rough year where it's like there's no hope. This isn't like Jets kind of rough year or a Titans kind of rough year where you're like, what's the hope?
Yeah, well, I hate to say, record-wise, they're not too far off. They are.
Yeah, but there's one big difference. There's one massive difference.
How? I didn't even realize that. They have the same record as the Jets. That is insane. How did that happen?
Yeah. They haven't had Terry all year and JD most of the year. That's how. They've basically been the Jets.
Yeah. Well, that's true. But yeah, it's crazy to think that. I mean, they were a Super Bowl favorite for a lot of people before the season started.
Yeah, that was a little insane to me. Like, it always felt like they kind of overachieved last year. The defense still is not good. Like, even last year, it wasn't good. It played better towards the end. It, for some reason, got better. But yeah, I was always worried about the defense. I should have been worried about the offense too. I didn't expect, JD to play four. How many games did he play this year? 4 or 5 games.
Yeah. Anyways, JD, we'll see. Gus Braswell, starting Pickens for sure. That's a good idea. For my other receiver spot and flex, who should I start between Jettis Myers and Michael Wilson?
Well, I'm going to go Michael Wilson, number 1, if Harrison's out. Otherwise, Jacoby.
All right. Then we have, I'll just say swag 23. Would you start Burrow or Goff? Needs to clinch. I'm going Burrow. If you want to go Goff, I understand, right? It's a little safer, but I'm going Burrow.
Yeah, I know, but what happens if we get to Sunday and it's like, oh, it's going to snow the entire game, and the Bills are a tough defense? Because Goff at home against the Cowboys. I don't know. If it's my team, I honestly might just go Goff and just not risk it, honestly.
All right. Well, there you go. I will say Amon-Ra playing does help. So if you want to go Goff, totally fine. Depends. I mean, so you need to win. Obviously, you want the most points regardless. So maybe it depends on the rest of your roster. Juan Morel, now that T is healthy, him or AJB?
I still have AJ Brown over T Higgins.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of what you just said, right, bro? It's the weather and the tough pass defense, not a tough run defense. Like you want to start T Higgins most of the time, but like AJB better. Basic money needs a flex option in half. Debo, Charbonnet, McLaurin, or Worthy?
I have Terry the highest.
Yep. Go Terry as well. All right. How about let's make sure we got a little over an hour until the game, but we're definitely still catching up. Got a lot of comments before we went live, so let's stick to super chats for now. Nate Deasy, Dak or was Josh Allen?
Yeah, I know. Like and I do really like Dak. Like, honestly, Dak is I do technically have Burrow ahead of Dak right now, but that could change. But I mean, Dak is my QB3 this week. But the thing about Josh Allen that makes me not even care if it's snowing is that might be better for Josh Allen because he might run for like 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. You know what I mean? Like, he might run the ball 10 times in that game. He might score 2 or 3 rushing touchdowns if it's snowing. Whereas Joe Burrow's not going to run for any yards with that toe.
Right.
So I'm still going Josh Allen here. J-Mo or Rice? No, you got to go Rice, especially with Amon-Ra back now. Got to go Rice.
Yeah, like maybe if Amon-Ra wasn't playing, you could go J-Mo, could consider it, but no, let's go Rice. Okay, we got Simon Thomas, pick 3.5, McLaurin. Okay, well, this was easy anyways. Come on, Tesla didn't make the cut here. It's the 3 that aren't Tesla.
Yes, exactly.
But I get it. I mean, worth asking. It's not like you love those other guys. And then Steven Rowland, Hampton, and Wilson, who to flex?
Well, if Harrison's out, I'm going Wilson, otherwise Hampton.
All right, and then Russell Pace. Have Olave and Sutton. If Harrison is out, Wilson over Sutton.
I mean, definitely Wilson. I'm just not sure if I like Olave or Sutton more. I do have Olave higher than Sutton. Man, this could be a good Sutton week, but again, we saw. I mean, just yeah. I would go Wilson over Sutton if Harrison's out. Only if Harrison is out, though.
All right, and then Esteban in the 6-teamer. That's crazy. 2 QBs and Superflex. So we got Burrow, Caleb T. Law. Yeah, they're good because Dart's on bye. Chase Brown, Genty, because CMC is on bye. Chase, J-Mo, Wilson, McLaurin, Live Powers, Kittle. It's a 6-teamer. Okay, so we need 2 running backs, 3 receivers, a tight end, and the super flex has to be the 3rd quarterback, right? We're just going Burrow, Caleb, T-Law. So
yeah, Burrow, Caleb, T-Law. 2 running backs, Chase Brown, Genty. 3 wide receivers, Chase. I'll still play Jameson tonight and Terry. Yeah, we don't need a flex. There you go. Although I will say, if Harrison's out, I'll put Michael Wilson in over Terry. I'll do it. Don't care.
All right. So keep that. Keep
Wait,
that
available. RJ Harvey, T. Higgins, and Jacoby Myers are available.
It's a 6-teamer. That's how it is. But I mean, who are you going to drop here, right? There's really nobody you can drop.
I mean, I think I could drop.
I guess you could drop Ladd for Harvey or something.
Yeah, man, I don't even know. I don't even want to think about it. This is too much to think about. My brain can't comprehend dropping Ladd McConkey.
No. Eddie Machuca, good evening. Needs 2 running backs, 2 receivers, and a flex. AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, Zay Flowers, Remo Dunze, Mike Evans if he plays. Thank you. And I don't see any running backs. So let's just pick 2 receivers and a flex.
I was gonna say you start off with 2 running backs. Where are the running backs? I'm gonna go AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, and Evans if he plays. If Evans doesn't play, oh my god, I have Remo Dunze slightly ahead of Zay Flowers. I don't even have like a good reasonable explanation why. It's like, which terrible, disappointing wide receiver do you want to flex? Pick one.
Yeah. Hit the like button. I agree. Thank you. All right. What about Cali Kid? 1 flex, Etienne, Neil Menungai, Swift, Jalen Warren, bam, C-Rod, A.D. Mitchell, Franklin Valet, and Jaden Higgins. And yeah, we can only pick 1.
Only one of these guys?
I guess so.
I have Etienne the highest here.
All right. Yeah, I think if Menungai injury had kept him out, then it could be Swift, and that would make it easy, but
right,
it's not. It can't be easy. B-dubs, what about Swift, Harvey, or Neal?
Yeah, I think you got to take a chance on Harvey this week against the Raiders.
Yeah, this one's got to be Harvey. All right. And what about this one? John Pham needs some help. Is it RJ Harvey or Javonte Williams in an hour? That one's tough.
That one is tough. I do have RJ Harvey slightly over Javonte. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Javonte tonight, but again, RJ Harvey getting the Raiders. Slightly RJ Harvey here.
Yeah, this is a tough choice, but only this week, like you said, and only because it's the Raiders. Money Mitch got one more: Pierce or Aaron Jones?
Alec Pierce.
Then let's go to Justin O'Grady. What's up?
What's up?
Trying for the points. Remember, he's got to get points for the last 2 weeks. Kind of best ball-ish. 3 receivers and a flex. Puka, Pickens, London. That's good. Well, if London plays, though, I don't even know if he's playing. Pierce, Tesla, Addison.
Yeah, if London doesn't play, I'll just go Pierce.
But then that means we need a different person to flex.
Well, I'm not flexing Tesla. I'll take a chance on Addison. At least he was kind of involved with JJ McCarthy.
At least there's a sliver of hope. It's not Max Brosmer.
Right.
All right. What about Wayne? Mitchell, Valet, Marks. Who do you lean? Would you lean towards Mitchell and Marks? He needs 2 of them.
I would lean for Valet and Marks personally.
Yeah. I like Valet this week. All right. Let's get to Jordan now. He's saying that because you're like, how's that team 7-6? He lost Malik Neighbors, he lost Tucker Kraft, and he has the most points scored against. So there you go. It's always what it is, right? The luck.
Yep.
So we need 1, 2, 2, 1, 1. The hopeful playoff team. Man, you got really good running backs.
So it's 2-2-1. Jeez. I think you got to go Bijan Bucky. I'm gonna flex Harvey. Man, having Genti on the bench is not fun. You got to play Jamar, and then, like I said, it would be Wilson number 1 for me if Harrison's out. Otherwise, I mean, I do have London ahead of Jacoby, but it doesn't look like London's gonna play, so probably Jacoby.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on it. Doesn't sound very encouraging. I can also see why you're struggling to get in the playoffs. I mean, Bucky missed most of the year. Harvey didn't really do a whole lot most of the year. London has been out, so yeah, just have a good team. Hopefully, you peak at the right time. Joaquin Gomez needs a flex between Sharps, McLaurin, Bam Knight, Woody.
I'm gonna go Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, definitely Terry. Tiffany Fuller, welcome back. Needs a flex in half. Igbuka, Gainwell, Dobbs, Knight, Coleman.
Assuming Benson is out, do I have Bam? Nah, I still have Igbuka over Bam. Maybe I'm cautious. Maybe I'm too optimistic here. I'm gonna go it. Oh, you need a wide receiver and just need a flex.
Just a flex. And it is half PPR. I don't know if that matters.
I'm still gonna go Igbuka. It sounds like Demercado is gonna be back. Michael Carter annoyingly there. I'm just gonna go Igbuka here.
Yeah, it's between those two, Igbuka and Knight. I mean, half typically might give a slight edge to the running back, but you're right. Demercado is back in the mix. That would hurt enough. Let's just go Igbuka here. Good luck, Tiffany. And then here's Zach Mudd. Flexing 80 Mitchell or Chris Godwin?
I'm going to go 80 Mitchell.
Still not a believer in the Godwin. Well, if Evans is back, then yeah, I would go Mitchell. Gus Braswell, a couple of questions for the playoffs. So obviously not this week, but going forward, Mayor Burrow.
I mean, probably Burrow, but I mean, let's take it week by week in the playoffs. That's how I would do it.
Right. I mean, I can say I'm totally fine just saying start Burrow. We got the Ravens next week. then the Dolphins, and then the Cardinals. There's no reason not to start Burrow, but yeah,
True.
let's see what happens. Good with running backs and defense, starting Pickens, but between Jettis, Diggs, Myers, Chuba, Wilson, and Godwin, wide receiver 2 and flex.
Well, probably most weeks it's going to be Jacoby Myers and Jefferson. Maybe Diggs if he's got a great matchup. Maybe Michael Wilson if Harrison is out. But again, like we can figure this. Remember, you don't have to figure. I mean, I hope your league doesn't force you to figure this out now. You got to set your playoff lineup now, and it's locked. Like we can take this week.
Yeah, hopefully not. That would be horrible if that was the case. But yeah, like this week, it's what you said, right? Myers and Jettis. But if Harrison is out, it's Wilson. You got to go Wilson. But then we'll see. All right, and then let's do Muncie May. Do I flex Worthy or pick up Tesla, AD Mitchell, or Valet and flex one of them? I do not want to play Worthy, and Tesla seems like a non-factor here. So again, it's like Mitchell or Valet, right?
Yeah,
I
like
Valet. It seems like a trap.
I mean, look, it certainly could be a trap. The reason I'm high on Valet this week is not just because he had a good game last week, but I mean he led the team in targets. He had the same first read percentage as Chris Olave, and they get the Bucs this week. The Bucs have been terrible against the pass, against wide receivers. They've just been terrible against that. Mitchell, I know Mitchell, but Mitchell, you can say the same thing. Like he just had a big game here, but like, man, it's the Jets. I don't know. Either one of these guys is fine. I would play either one over Worthy, that's for sure. I do prefer Valet this week, though.
Just keep in mind that, yes, of course, he could do nothing, Valet, but I talked about Valet like 3 weeks ago, I think. Maybe, who knows, it was longer, as a stash because we knew Rashid Shaheed would get traded, and he did. Shuck is a slight upgrade over Rattler. He's going to get targets, right? They have to throw it to somebody besides Chris Olave. So, and Valet now is finally coming through. Could be a trap, though. Myresh Deodar. Shall I drop BTJ for Jaden Reed?
I don't know. I mean, there are definitely people I would drop BTJ for, but Jaden Reed? Like, why? Okay, can somebody explain to me, like I'm 5 years old, what I'm missing with Jaden Reed? What am I missing with Jaden Reed? He's coming back to an offense where Christian Watson looks great. Romeo Dobbs is there. Like, what am I missing with Jaden Reed? An offense that probably won't even throw for 200 yards this week. What am I missing?
Because he, kind of has big games once in a while and had a good rookie season.
He might be better than BTJ. That's not really a very high bar. Let's be honest.
Right.
But I think I'd rather just hold BTJ.
All right. So current rest of the season is got Brissett, Jones, Higgins, Mitchell, Leonard, BTJ, Evans, Achane, Walker, Etienne, Woody, Rodriguez, Kincaid. Yeah, I don't think I would drop any of those other guys. I guess you could drop Mitchell. You don't need to keep AD Mitchell. But, yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry too much about Reed. Alex Bellevue, started running back 2 receivers in a flex in PPR. Harvey, Hampton, Teague, Buka, Evans, Jacoby, Sutton. 1, 2, 1.
I think Harvey's got to be your running back. I'm just going to go Jacoby Sutton at wide receiver. I think I'm just going to flex Hampton. Even if Evans comes back, I don't have Evans ahead of Hampton.
All right. So I'm reading now. I'm trying to keep up to date. Ian Rappaport, they're talking before the game. It says that Amon-Ra St. Brown quote unquote, may not have his full complement of
No. I'm not falling for this nonsense.
No?
We've heard this, especially not from Ian Rappaport. No way.
Wow, all right.
No way.
Good point.
No way. I've fallen for this before. I'm not falling for it. Look, if Amon-Ra St. Brown busts tonight, oh well. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm going down with the ship.
All right. Just want to throw that out there. I'm still not starting Tesla. Okay, what about so you remember the very end of last night? We had this user BRMCG005 still on the fence about Brissett or Mahomes.
I'm not. I'm going Brissett.
Yeah, exactly. This is not going to be a good week for Mahomes. All right, and then we have, again, I recognize this. I wish I remember the username. AP60H7. What's good? Hope we're well. Yeah, we definitely are doing well. This is a 14-man league. Change anything. Starting Bijan, Judkins, Puka, Ladd, Strange, Chase Brown, Sutton, Godwin, and Fannin on the bench. Maybe Sutton over Ladd?
Yeah, I would go Sutton over Ladd. That's it. Sutton over Ladd.
All right, there you go. I'm not going to put that up. All right, Abel. What's up, Abel? 10-man needs 2 running backs, Harvey, Marks, Vidal, or Chris Rodriguez.
I'm going to go Harvey and Marks.
Yeah, definitely Harvey here. And then, yeah, give the slight edge to Marks. Needs a streaming QB, Darnold or T-Law.
I like Darnold a little bit better than T-Law this week.
I got T-Law a little bit higher than Darnold. Those guys are really close. They're kind of the same guy.
Abel, sorry.
Yeah. Should I add Chuba if you got Rico? Sure. I mean, you could probably drop Vidal to get Chuba.
Yeah.
Not going to miss him if Hampton is back. All right, and then let's get to – I'm skipping all the Sun God Tesla talk. Phil, what's up? Phil the Vibe, Dak Cook, Monungai Sutton, JJ Andrews, Terry on the bench. Got JD finally benching Lamar. Marks, BTJ, Watson. Okay. Oh, who should I drop so that Hampton can get in lineup? You don't have a lot.
Man. It's kind of annoying that you have 3 QBs but you can't drop any of them.
No, because you don't want to give it to somebody else. Like give somebody Lamar, give somebody JD. So
exactly.
BTJ.
I guess so. He's your worst player. BTJ. But let's wait till Hampton's officially active. Because what if at the end of the week we get what if they say because I saw today he was limited. I mean, granted, they don't play till Monday, so it's only the early practice. But let's just push this. This is when I'd push to the last second.
Yeah. All right, and then we got Tomas Danks again, Flex Willay, Addison, Jaden Higgins. That's it.
I've got Willay. That's it. There's no other name. No other name on that list.
Not that we're going to consider. All right. And then we have a new member, Neto Trejo. Let's see if there's a chat somewhere here. If you had a question, we'll put it up. All right. We'll look for it, see if you put something here. But if not, we're just going to go to the next one. Just make sure we don't fall behind too much because we got less than an hour now until kickoff. So, all right, let's bring this up while I search. Anthony, what's up, Anthony? So he is playing tonight, and this was a little bit before the announcement. He said he's still on the fence. I mean, so you have zero concerns. It's not just because it's Ian Rappaport, but you're like, no worries.
I'm not going to say no worries. I mean, we know he's probably not 100%, but I did see videos of him running routes. He looked pretty good out there. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. This is, we're not talking about okay, let's just go back to last week. Bucky Irving, supposed to be limited. He was supposed to be. That was what all these experts, all these no disrespect to Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter, Tom Pelissero, all these guys. I'm sure they do a lot of hard work and stuff, but every single one of them, Bucky going to be eased back in. They're going to go hot-handed, bro. Yeah. Terry McLaurin, going to be eased back in. I can be, get out of here with this. Get out of here with this. This guy's too good. He's too good. If he plays, I'm playing him. I don't want to leave. Like, if you bench Bucky, or especially if you bench Terry last week, which I did because I'm like, I can't play Terry this week. I'm back from injury against the Broncos. He's going to be limited. It's going to be limited. I regretted it. Not doing it. I'm playing Amon-Ra. He's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Playing him. If he busts, he busts. Lots of guys can bust.
I love it. If he dies, he dies.
Exactly. It's not like whoever you're thinking of putting in. Like, you're like, well, if I have him, or literally give me any name that isn't like, an obvious, like him or Jamar Chase. Obviously, you know what I mean? Give me any name that's like not an obvious guy. Doesn't mean that guy can't be bad this week.
Right. Like, if you're in an 8-team league and you just have ridiculous receivers, like, okay, fine, maybe. But all right, I get it. Neto Trejo, here's an 8-teamer. But our flex options are Vidal, Tesla, or C-Rod. Wow, in an 8-teamer?
How'd we get here? C-Rod.
Yeah.
So assuming Hampton plays, of course.
Vinny Vargas. At the flex, Franklin, Piron, or Evans, if he plays. And then I love how you just said that, and yet here we go. He's like, how did we get here?
This isn't that bad. I mean, you got Evans and Franklin. I mean, I'm not flexing Piron over these guys. Evans if he plays, otherwise Franklin.
Yeah, and Evans so far, sounding promising for him. So let's see. H-Double-O-Ski needs one running back and 2 flexes between Monangai, Jaden Higgins, Jordan Mason, or Aaron Jones. This would be complicated if Jones is good. I saw that he's like limited practice, but he is practicing.
Yeah, I would just play Monangai at running back. I mean, how do you bench for Monangai right now? I'd play Monangai at running back. I would flex Jaden Higgins, and then whichever running back plays for the Vikings. So either Aaron Jones or Jordan Mason.
Right. Let's get to, okay, here's that one again. BRMCG 005. So Amon-Ra is in. So should I flex Wilson over Saquon?
Michael Wilson? Only if Marvin Harrison is out.
So no Harrison, yes, go Wilson. If Harrison plays, then it's Saquon. And then Harv, what's up, Harv Danger? Picked up Pierce. Would you flex Pierce over Odunze this week? I think so.
Yeah, I would play Pierce over Odunze, yes.
And for me, again, it's more about Odunze than Pierce. I don't feel like great about Pierce this week, but yeah, Odunze, now he's banged up. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Alejandro Roman. We should praise the sun god.
Yes. Tough dude.
Okay, let's get to this one. JZ STI. I got Burrow and Hurts. Who do I start?
Probably Burrow.
All right. And I know we've already kind of said this. So let's say it again. Start Amon-Ra.
I mean, for the most part, I'm starting Amon-Ra St. Brown, yes. I mean, really, how many wide receivers do you really feel better about than Amon-Ra St. Brown? Again, outside of the obvious, you know what I mean? The obvious, smash guys. Are you starting, I'm not starting Jacoby Myers over him. I'm not starting Cortland Sutton over him. I'm not starting Devonta Smith, T. I'm not starting those guys over him.
All right. I got a wrinkle for you here. Well,
okay.
I don't. Mitch does. Money Mitch. Amon-Ra or Myers in standard non-PPR.
Yeah, not Like Jacoby Myers so much better in non-PPR. Like, look, I like Jacoby Myers this week. I think Jacoby Myers can have, a good game this week. And you'll see on tomorrow's video that we like Jacoby Myers this week. But Jacoby Myers, prior to last week, had only had more than 50 yards, 4 times all year. Even last week, he had 6 catches for 90 yards. It wasn't like he went like absolutely crazy. It's not like he has insane upside here. Like, I'm still going to Monroe.
All right. But what about this one? Say it again. Starting Amon-Ra over Igbuka and Christian Watson.
Well, I mean, to me, Igbuka and Amon-Ra is not even close. So what we've seen with Igbuka lately, I mean, he's had like one good game out of the last 6. It's been really bad for Igbuka. Look, Igbuka, I still like. It's hard for me in my brain. Like when I see Igbuka's name, I still think like, oh, huge ceiling. But we haven't seen it in a long time. I do like Christian Watson this week, but again, it's not like Christian Watson is risk-free. This is my point. Like, could Christian Watson have a big game? Yes. Could Christian Watson have an absolute bust game? Yes. We're talking about Christian Watson here. I'm going to Monroe.
I am too. Again, I'm kind of having fun with it because just want to get the reaction. But I love Christian Watson this week, and I like him in general. I feel like people are too low on him. If Amon-Ra's in my lineups, right? I'm playing him. Like, no questions. What about Vinny again? Flex on this team: Harvey, Debo, Sutton, or Marks?
Harvey.
He says you should name one of your teams Boysenberry. That's an inside joke. All right. What's up, Mark? Mark Evans is back. He dropped the super chat yesterday. Didn't drop a question. Here's a question: Manungai or Warren in half?
Manungai looks like he's good to go this week. I'm going to go with Manungai.
All right. And then Cali Kid didn't have to, but super chatted without a question. I'm sure there'll be a question somewhere else. Let's get to this one. Beezy, 24. All right. Tyrod Taylor, Sam Darnold, Jacoby Brissett. He says, I have Tyrod now due to the matchup. Shuck put up 17 on the Dolphins.
I'm just going to go with Jacoby Brissett here. I just feel like no worries with Jacoby Brissett. No worries with Jacoby Brissett. The guy's been, again, I keep saying, like, why, what is with, okay, like people often say, like, oh, what's with you guys in the insert player X disrespect here? But legitimately, what is with the Jacoby Brissett disrespect here? This guy has had at least 258 yards in every game. He's had at least 2 touchdowns in every game but one. And in that game where he only had 1 touchdown, he threw for 317 yards in that game. He's thrown for over 300 yards in 3 straight games. Why? What's with the Jacoby Brissett disrespect this year? Put some respect on Jacoby Brissett. This is the week he's going to bust now too.
I was going to say, oh no. Well, the problem is too, problem for Arizona, but it actually has turned out well. Again, they don't have a running game because every running back has been hurt. Bam Knight, trust me, was not their first choice going into the season. They picked him up off of like the street. Remember, they had James Conner. Remember James Conner? Everyone forgets James Conner existed. James Conner, and then it was Trey Benson, right? And then it was Michael Carter. He's like their 4th option, and even he is banged up. So they don't have a running game they really want to trust, and so they're just throwing it as much as possible. Anyways, this percent. All right, what's up, Phil? The Family League, the 6-teamer. Here's the lineup. Sun God in there, very nice. I don't think there's any changes here.
I see Devonta Smith, but I'm not starting him over AJB. Man, Christian Watson, 6-team leagues. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
You're good here. TGR Carter, someone dropped QJ. I think it's okay to leave him there over Flowers. I don't think so.
No.
TTV Phoenix, Needs 2 running backs and 2 receivers. Got Neal, Warren, Monungai, Knight, Vidal, Pittman, Wilson, Valet, Higgins, Tesla. I'm curious which Higgins that is. With this group, I'm wondering if it's Jaden Higgins.
Yeah, I'm going to go Monungai and Neal for my running backs. Wilson would be my number 1 choice at wide receiver, again, assuming Harrison is out. Otherwise, Valet is my number 1, and then Pittman would be my number 2.
All right, there you go. Yeah, no. Rig Bones. Pretty sure now any possible hope that you could have for Tom Kennedy going off, I think we can squash that.
Yeah. I was not ready for the Tom Kennedy questions.
How about Wes B Music? All right. I mean, he's putting out there, thinks that Sun God is just going to be a decoy. We've seen this too many times. He's calling it 2 for 27. Wow.
All right.
Bookmark this. We're going to mark this right now. We're at exactly an hour 30 into the stream. Wes B, if he goes for 2 for 27, or anything even really close, you're absolutely getting a shout out on the Saturday stream.
In fact, hold on. Leave it on the screen. Leave it on the screen.
Let's screenshot it. Yeah.
I'm going to screenshot it right now because, we'll give you a shout out. All right. There we go.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I mean, he looked pretty good, right? He looked pretty sharp, and I don't think they're going to risk.
Granted, it was versus air, but he didn't look like he was running with a limp or anything like that. Like, he didn't look like he was favoring anything to me.
And look, Mr. Nice Guy saying he put up numbers with a torn oblique. Don't think an ankle is going to hold him back.
This is the thing. This is what I was saying about Sun God. Like, this guy had played with a torn oblique. This guy played with a metal plate in his foot for like multiple weeks and was fine. Like, this dude is a warrior. You know, his dad was like a professional bodybuilder. Like, this guy has grown up like this guy, like, you know what I mean? Like, this guy grew up around like being in the gym. Like, he's not soft. That's for sure. That's what I'm trying to say here. He is not soft.
No, definitely not. Again, I get, the whole decoy thing. Yeah, it's possible to have him out there to help the offense in general, right? Because they have to account for him. But would they really risk if he was injured? Like, if he's running half speed, that doesn't help, right? That actually hurts their offense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but anyways, let's get to Robert Mitchell. What's up? RJ Harvey, Javonte Williams, Ashton Genty. Do you trust Javonte tonight? Have Gibbs going?
Yeah, Harvey, Javonte really all these guys are very close for me. I have no reason not to trust Javonte tonight. Like, but I just think RJ Harvey against the Raiders is my preference here. But they're all very good options this week. Very good.
Yeah. So the question, do you trust Javonte tonight? Yeah. Why wouldn't you trust him? Detroit is not a lockdown defense, including against the run. This should be a shootout. So Javonte should be great tonight. But RJ Harvey just happens to have a better matchup. But that is really close. Genty, I think, is third here on this list.
Yes.
I mean, it sounds like if you're asking the question, it sounds like you don't trust Javonte tonight. I'm not sure why, but let's go Harvey then. Beast Mode Kane, how's it going? Pick 3, Sun God. I think he's got to be 1. AJB, Wilson, Shakir, Pierce, Franklin. Is it the first 3?
Well, it's the first 3 if Harrison doesn't play, but if Harrison plays, I'd put Franklin in as the 3rd.
Well, just to confuse you, Beast Mode, I think if Harrison doesn't play, it's definitely Wilson. If he does play, I would go Shakir over Franklin. But that's because I'm not expecting much from Dalton Kincaid. All right, let's see. What's up, Ninja, Finessin, Brissett, or Daniel Jones?
I mean, come on. I just ranted about Brissett.
Yeah, I thought you would easily say Brissett here.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm saying, like, come on, like, why is this question on my screen? I just ranted about the Brissett disrespect, and now we're gonna lump him in with 1-legged Daniel Jones.
Yeah, against a Jaguars defense was pretty good. So it's Brissett. All right, Antonio. First of all, thank you, Antonio. Got the membership for an even 13 months. It's a nice lucky number. Some first world problems here. Nico or Sun God. Okay. Now,
all right. So this might be where I can say, okay, I can bench Sun God here and not risk it.
Yep. Yeah. Look, well, I guess it hasn't come out yet, right? Okay. Nico is already going to be one of your top receivers on a weekly basis. And we have a couple of videos that still haven't come out. It's going to tell you our thoughts on Nico. But yes, I'm starting Nico over Sun God. He's there. And then we follow up with this question. This is Alex. Do I start Amon-Ra or Valet?
Definitely Amon-Ra. I mean, look, maybe Amon-Ra goes for 2 for 27 tonight, but Valet could also go 2 for 27.
All right. You know what? Just because I see it on the stream here, and these questions about a half hour ago. Let's keep it going. Are you ready for the Sun God lightning round?
I did not think we would get so many Sun God questions, but let's go.
After he's been activated. That's the thing. He's in, and then we're getting the questions. All right. How about was it Kalen Markey, St. Brown or Watson?
St. Brown.
And then Avion, Amon-Ra or McLaurin?
Amon-Ra.
Okay. And then thank you, Blue. Romeo. Yes, St. Brown is definitely startable. Thank you also for the reminder. Don't forget, don't have to wait till it's over. Anybody who's new hasn't already clicked the like button, do it now, and subscribe if you haven't. Please help us out. We're trying to get to 100K. Right. How about Brandon Aguirre, Tesla or AD Mitchell?
I mean, it was AD Mitchell, even if Amon-Ra St. Brown was going to be out.
All right. How about this one? Alex R. wants to know, are you still flexing JMO?
Yeah, I think Jameson's still certainly worth a flex. It's the Cowboys. Exactly. Definitely.
Yeah, so it's not quite as much of a smash here, but it's still a very good option. All right, June Dow, Burton. In a 12-teamer, 2, 1 tight end, and 3 flexes. Okay, so we got Dak, Neal, Kyron, Myers, Pittman, Ferg, Nico, Adane, Wilson, Allen, Corum, Manungai, C-Rod, Waller. On the bench, would you make any changes to the starting lineup?
So we got Neal, Kyron at running back, and our choices are Corum. I would put Manungai in over Neal. Manungai over Neal. We got Myers, Pittman.
Nico. Oh, wait, those are the 2 receivers. Nico, AD, I think, and Wilson are the flexes.
Who is Wilson Allen? I don't understand that.
I think it must be Mike. I'm assuming Michael Wilson and I guess Keenan Allen on the bench. Unless it's somebody else.
Oh, okay. Keenan Allen on the bench. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, you don't really have any other wide receivers on the bench. Although I will say if Harrison plays, I would flex Neal over Michael Wilson.
All right. And then yeah, and nobody else worth flexing. So let's do that. Manungai over Neal for now. Thank you, June. And then let's go to F. Chatelier. Stuck between Tesla or Valet. Now that St. Brown is active, it's got to be Valet, doesn't it? I mean, it was Valet anyways.
Yeah, it was Valet anyways, yes.
Brandon Ahmed, what's up? Start 3, Franklin, Mitchell, Judkins, Kyron, Valet, Jaden Higgins.
This is an interesting mix here. You got to start Judkins and Kyron. Come on. And then I have Franklin as my third.
All right, Chief Perp. Worried about Sun-Ra, Sutton or Myers?
I mean, we're talking about a flex start here. Like if this is your flex, and I know you have a stacked team, like just put Sun God in your lineup.
Look, again, no, I get it. Trust me, we've been there. We've been doing this a long time, and I think we're at the age where we don't worry about these things as much anymore, but worried about it. Don't overreact to it. So like this one, okay, Matt Maxwell. Are we starting Amon-Ra? Yes. Currently have CD, JMO, and Judkins in the flex. So who are you benching for Sun God?
I would bench Judkins. Just start. I mean, because both Detroit wide receivers should be good tonight against this Cowboys defense. So,
right. I'm assuming this is PPR. It's Judkins. Okay. Lalo, Ross, Tesla, or Lad?
Come on. Lad. Come on.
You already know. You know that sometimes I put these questions up just to see your reaction.
Yes.
You know I do. Vice Key, K. It's K, Key. Would you play Amon-Ra and JMO?
Yeah.
Last time I did that, JMO had 0 points. This is the Cowboys, though. Oh, but you got Terry? Okay. Terry or JMO?
I mean, I'm okay going Amon-Ra and Terry if you want to, but it's the Cowboys. Like,
yeah.
So,
I mean, you're good either way. JMO, again, still has a ton of upside. I do like Terry. I think I have to go Terry here. So this is actually a tough decision.
I'm okay going Amon-Ra and Terry here if you don't want both Lions receivers.
Yeah. Honestly, no bad choices. All right. H-double-O-ski, Sutton versus Watson.
I've got Sutton higher.
And then Enchanted Fungi, Manungai or QJ?
Manungai.
And then let's go to Admiral Habibi just checked in a little while ago. Yes, St. Brown is playing, so you play him. All right. And then let's get to Matt. I think this is the one we already did. Sorry. This is just a different version of the one we already did. Thoughts on this? Time to retire. Feels like it. What do you think about the start your studs theory?
I mean, well, okay. Yes, because this has always been, for as long as I've been playing fantasy football, and I've been playing fantasy football for a long time. This has always been the thing. But I think fantasy football has evolved. There are some studs you always start. Like I am never benching Christian McCaffrey. I am never benching Jamar Chase. Like there are some studs you just do not bench no matter what. But there are studs that I think you can consider benching in very tough matchups. Like guys that people would think are studs, right? But it's like the matchup is tough. Or like maybe, because we get questions from people who might have like 3 studs and they only need to start 2 of them. Well, you can bench the stud in the tough matchup. But yeah, for the most part, it's what I've been saying. Like, are you going to start Amon-Ra St. Brown or Devon Valet? Like, Devon Valet is so safe now. Like, I have no worries about Devon Valet, but I'm worried about Amon-Ra. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's an oversimplification to say start your studs, because I've heard that for years when I first started playing. Like, you just play your best players. And trust me, if it was that simple, everybody would just win. But you also don't overreact. That's why we have to. Right. You really have to analyze the matchups and everything. This is why we kind of got into doing what we do. Okay, so I feel like he's playing like 40 chess with us. It's the Wandering Idiot saying his questions never get answered, and yet I don't feel like I've ever seen a super chat from him. So I feel like he's like playing the Wandering Idiot just so that we get the question answered here, but that's fine. I appreciate the effort if that's the case. So Keenan Allen or A.D. Mitchell?
A.D. Mitchell. I'm pretty sure I remember the Wandering Idiot. We've answered his questions before. I remember there was that one where he dropped the super chat, but then we couldn't find his question.
Yeah, but this is the first time I've seen it on here, so unless I'm missing something, I don't know.
Maybe we're the idiots. I don't know.
That wouldn't be shocking. Soul Assassin, Blake Corum or Woody Marks?
Woody Marks.
Wow, nice. Anthony he's saying he's got an autographed Sun God jersey. That is.
There you go. Now you have to start him. You have to start him.
No questions. I hope you have him on like all your teams. Phil, now for another league. Okay. Well, look, you got to start Burrow over Lamar, don't you?
Yeah, Burrow over Lamar. BTJ's in the lineup?
I would put Michael Wilson over him, even if Harrison does play.
Oh, man. Let's hope Harrison's out and you could put Michael Wilson in. I mean, I would put Pittman. I think I would put Pittman in over BTJ.
And then I would try to pick up. It's I don't know how deep this is. I'd like to pick up a different tight end from Gadsden. So let's see who's on the waiver wire. Jack Girardi, J-Mo or Pierce now at the flex.
I think I'm still gonna go Jameson against the Cowboys. It's a tough spot for Pierce this week. I mean, he's been good. He was great last week, even in a tough spot, but it's the Cowboys. I'm gonna take a chance on Jameson.
Right, exactly, because it is still a good matchup for J-Mo. Whether he's a decoy or not, Sun God playing doesn't kill his value. All right, so what about J-Mo or Terry McLaurin, which we kind of just had? This is
here I can go Terry. Go Terry.
Yeah. Sonny B, Godwin, or St. Brown?
See, again, like, with all due respect, Sonny B, which, by the way, it made me think of Sonny D. Remember Sonny D?
Mm-hmm.
Is that even still around? Like, Godwin? Like, they're like, isn't God like, I think if Dan Campbell told me St. Brown was only going to run 50% of the routes tonight, I'd still play St. Brown over Godwin.
It's definitely St. Brown. Blazing. Let's see. I don't know who this is because it could be Javonte or JMO. Just whoever it is.
Javonte, since it's Judkins, I'm going to say Javonte over I would probably play JMO over Judkins too. I'd probably play either Jay Williams over Judkins. I don't love Judkins this week. Titans not the smash spot people think they
are. I think it's whatever Jay Williams gets the nod here. How about 88 Mundo? Sit one in standard. Gibbs, Jacobs, Judkins, Nakua, Pickens, probably Jameson Williams here.
All right. In standard scoring, I think I can sit Jameson here. Because I don't want to sit Gibbs, Jacobs, or Judkins in standard, and I'm not sitting Puka or Pickens. So Jameson gets to sit. If that's Javonte Williams, I guess I would sit Puka. You need some touchdowns in standard, and all the touchdowns go to Devontae Adams.
Right. Yeah. Let me give him the order. I'm assuming it's Jameson because he's after the receivers. So we'll say Jameson. Jackie, are we starting, or Jackal? Is that Jackal? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jackal.
Are we starting St. Brown or keep AJB, Buka with Genti, Javonte, Swift at the flex?
Nah, I would play St. Brown. I mean, I would play St. Brown over AJ Brown and Igbuka, but certainly over Igbuka. But you say Swift is the flex? Like, here, I don't know. I would want to play everybody but Igbuka here. But if I could play, like, if it's between St. Brown, AJ Brown, and Swift, I want AJ Brown as my flex over Swift.
All right. There you go. Jerry just dropping in to remind everyone, good luck and worst of luck to all your enemies. Just talking fantasy football, of course. We got a little less than a half hour before this game kicks off. So let's keep going. We're going to speed it up to make sure we don't leave anybody hanging before the game starts. So H-double-O-Ski needs to fix the first question. 1 running back, 2 flexes. Monanga, Etienne, Higgins, Mason, Aaron Jones.
I think Etienne is still my running back. Monanga will be one of my flexes. Again, I don't know. If that's T. Higgins, that'll be my other flex. If it's Jaden Higgins, I'd probably play whoever the lead back is for the Vikings. Meaning if Aaron Jones plays, I'll play him. But if he's out, I'd play Mason.
All right. And then Chief Perp again. Rest of season. Burrow or JD?
Yeah, I would drop Dart for JD just so nobody else gets JD. Because you don't want some team out there who is starting like, Daniel Jones or something like that to suddenly get Jaden Daniels for the playoffs. So I would drop Dart for JD5, even if you're going to play Burrow every week, which I might prefer Burrow here. We'll see.
Yeah, for now, let's say Burrow. But yes, you can drop Dart. Jay also now needs 2 from Sutton, Olave, Watson, and Myers.
I'm going to say Olave and Myers.
Then there's Valky, 1979. BTJ, Pierce, Villet, and Odunze needs 2. Got Dobbs, Mechie, and Judy available in the wire. I think we can leave them all there.
Yeah, I'm going to go Pierce and Villet.
Okay, and then for tonight, Terry Griffith, Prescott or Mahomes?
Dak.
Yeah. All right, and then it is Sundertoe. Who to drop? Vidal, Neal, Sharbs, or Monty?
I mean, I think if I have to drop one for some reason, I'm dropping Monty.
That was an interesting one. I might drop. I mean, with Hampton back, I think I would drop Vidal. Jay again. I think this is the same question. Is it the same question?
Yes.
All right. And then this is Juniors. Beamkey?
I don't know.
Who do I start? Metcalf, Tesla, or Evans?
Either Evans. If he's out, Metcalf.
So not Tesla. Valky, again, needs to start 2. Valet, Jettis, and Myers.
Jettis and Myers.
All right. And then next up. Yes, guys. Start Sun God. Don't start Tesla. Let's make that real simple. Trying to make sure we catch up to the supers here. We've got S. Troyer. Okay, Mahomes or Burrow.
Burrow this week.
It's definitely Burrow here. How about Andy? Which defense here? Bucks D or Dolphins D?
I'm probably going to say the Dolphins. Bucks get the Saints at home. I might go Bucks. That one's close.
Yeah, that one is pretty close. How about this? Elijah, the Dodger Beast. Is this a coin toss? Valet or Mike Evans at the flex?
I mean, if Evans plays, I'm playing Evans.
Right. Also have Walker. Yeah, I know how that goes. I wouldn't start Walker over either of those guys. Tristan Roll, Franklin, Fannin, Valet, pick 2.
Valet and Franklin.
All right. This is Ashton Mag. Devin Neal or Walker?
Yeah, I'm just going to go Devin Neal here.
I feel like Walker is always questionable at some point every week.
It's always questionable to be in my lineup or not.
Yep. Juice, is this true? I'm sure it is. Someone dropped Trayvon Henderson in a 14-teamer. It's because of the bye. So wants you to be proud of him for dropping Tesla.
Well done. Well done. Jeez. How do you drop Trayvon Henderson in a 14-team league? What the heck?
Oh, man. All right. What's up, Robert? So once, just throwing this out there, a flex rankings video.
I was actually thinking about this because I do like a sneaky starts, although we're not going to do it this week because we have another video coming out. But like in the playoffs, but the sneaky starts is tough because it's like I'm always like, where do I draw the line? Like what's not sneaky enough? Like what's, you know what I mean? It's like start this guy. Oh, everybody knows to start that guy. Like, okay, come on. Like I remember the week like DeAndre Swift was out, I had Monungai on the video, and then when Swift ruled I took him off, and everybody's like, you really dropped the ball not mentioning Monungai. I'm like, is Monungai sneaky? He like DeAndre Swift is out. He's not sneaky. So maybe I will. I just don't know where to draw the line at flex. Like, where do we draw the line at flex?
Well, all right, here's the problem I have with this is rankings. And this is why we don't really do, because a lot of sites put out rankings. As you see, every single day, injury news changes, right? And things change, and that changes for everybody, right? It's a domino effect. Like what would I have ranked Amon-Ra St. Brown like an hour, 2 hours ago? I would have him like wide receiver, 60 something because I thought he wasn't playing. And now I got to move him up to like wide receiver 10. And this is why I just don't do weekly rankings anymore. I mean, honestly, because it's just a pain. I don't have time to constantly be updating every ranking because it's not just as simple as move this guy up, move this guy down. You have to move everybody around constantly every day. That's why I don't do it anymore. I am still a ranker on Fantasy Pros, but I only do the draft rankings like the preseason, and the weekly rankings. I just stopped doing it because, again, this is not like my full-time job. Like I actually have a full-time job, so I cannot keep up with the rankings on the day. And it's almost worthless, right? This is what you and I had this discussion. Like, what's the point? Like, well, this guy's a wide receiver 37, but he's a wide receiver 36. So it's not that simple. Like, context matters. So,
right.
Anyways, no, I mean, I get it. The rankings make sense, but it's just not hard. It's too hard to pull off because the rankings change constantly. I mean, look, we had Isaac Tesla as like the wide receiver, 5 an hour ago.
Yeah, I think you forgot a 0. I think you forgot to add a 0 to
that. 50. Okay. Super not Ladder Watson. Yeah, like Watson. Let's get to. All right, how about just a take, Andy? We like takes. Feel like Egbuka's due for a boom against New Orleans.
You certainly do. I mean, even the broken clock is right twice a day, so you certainly do.
He's definitely due. We'll see. J Love, thank you for the reminder. All right. Don't forget, before we get out of here, we got 15 minutes. Let's go. Parallel Earth agrees about the Bucky thing. Yeah. That's
well, look, I gotta take ownership. We were pretty low on Bucky. We were pretty nervous about Bucky. We were like, oh, he's gonna be limited. It's gonna be 3-man committee. Yeah, I remember what it was. It was like last year, Ian Rappaport, I forget what it was. Somebody was playing, and they're like, he's barely going to play. And then he played like every snap. And these guys don't know anything more than we do. They're just trusting sources. But who are their sources? Like, are they asking the play caller? Probably not.
But that's the other thing is now these coaches, now we get so much misinformation. Like the coaches and the sources, they actually mislead all the analysts on purpose. So you can't trust what you hear, basically. All right. What about the Soul Reaper? Good afternoon. Which two should I start? Harvey Judkins, Gainwell, Monungai, Rodriguez.
I'm going to go Harvey and Judkins.
Is this Mr. Rivers? Not who this is?
Yes, Mr. Rivers.
Welcome back, sir. I feel like it's been a while. All right. Let's 2 for 27. All right. Is that the crouton?
Yeah.
The crouton. Start 2 receivers out of Olave, T. Higgins, Odunze, QJ.
I'm going to go Olave and Higgins.
And now here's Cali Kidd. Needs a receiver in a flex. Lad Waddle, Michael Wilson, Etienne Walker, Bam, or Corum. I think Kyron's playing.
Yeah, Kyron's playing. I'm going to go Michael Wilson at wide receiver, assuming Harrison is out, otherwise Lad. And I'm going to flex Etienne.
And then just Mr. ADW. Can we just drop Trey Benson? I think so.
I don't want to drop him just yet. But I know they have to activate him by December 10th, which is not too far away.
If you've held him this long, you might as well just wait one more week, right? Because if things don't go right, then you can drop him. So just wait. All right, what about KJ Herring in a 10-teamer, 2-2 in a flex? JT, Vidal, Hampton, Pickens, Rice, Sutton, McLaurin, Pierce, Evans.
I'm going to go JT Hampton at running back, Pickens, Rice at wide receiver with Terry at the flex.
All right, Valky, now Brissett or Darnold?
Brissett. Just put Brissett in your QB slot and don't think about quarterback anymore.
Might as well. And then we got Harv Danger. Thank you, Harv. Let's see. I'll look for the question. Oh, KJ Herring has another question too. Here's this one. 1, 2, 2, 2 flexes at tight end, Stafford or Daniels?
I mean, if Daniels plays, I'm playing him, but Stafford's fine.
Monty, Vidal, Hampton.
That's it. I probably just go Hampton and Monty tonight.
Waiver options are Neal or Jordan Mason.
I would play Neal over Monty, but I don't know who you're going to drop. You can drop Dobbs probably.
Yeah. All right. Pickens should be one receiver, I think. Smith.
Yeah, man. Michael Wilson on the waivers. Devonta Smith, a wide receiver. Franklin and Pierce would be my 4 wide receivers. But, man, if Harrison's out, I want Michael Wilson.
Yeah. And if Evans plays, you can throw him in over, I think, Pierce.
Yeah.
All right. And tight ends. Who are the tight ends? I don't see the tight ends.
I don't know. We got Fannin, Goddard, Kincaid. I'm going to go Fannin.
Yeah, I guess those are the options. Ravens, Dolphins.
Dolphins.
All right, here's Harv. Should I trust the Texans defense or go with the Bills, Eagles, or Jags this week?
Well, I don't want to play the Bills against the Bengals. I don't really want to play the Eagles. Jags get
the Colts. It's not a great matchup either.
Yeah, you should be fine with the Texans.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. And for the King of the North just wants to say, good looking out. The King made the playoff. Nice. So that's good to hear. Nice. What we're all about. And then what more could you ask for? Where is it? If he wins, we'll send us some bread.
I just don't like sour. No sourdough. No sourdough.
You don't? That's like the best kind of bread.
Come on.
Come on. All right. Well, anyways, we don't have time for that. 0 TK421. This is the question. Needs a QB this week. Darnold, Baker, Bo.
Bo. I'm going Bo.
Is Purdy worth getting for the rest of the season?
I mean, if all these QBs are available, do you really need to pick up Purdy right now? Probably not.
No. Drop Corum for Tyron Tracy?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not.
No. If is in the playoffs next week, thanks. All right, awesome. Again, that's what we want to see, but this is when the work gets done. So let's now get to ASAP. All right, guy. Did not read that. I did not preview that one before I put it up. Sun God or Mingo? Is he still on the active roster for the Cowboys?
I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know.
Man, all right. That was a good one. That was definitely worth it. What about deliriousness? Chase, Pickens, Watson, Vidal, Marks, Bowers needs 2 flexes. Okay, wait a minute. Vidal? I don't think we want to start Vidal this week. Smith, Odunze, Tesla, Charbonnet, or also have Amarian. Okay, good.
Yeah, you're going to put Amarian in over Vidal when he plays. 2 flexes will be Devonta Smith and I think I still go Odunze over Charbonnet. Smith and Odunze. If Odunze is out, I would go Charbonnet.
Yeah, you can put Hampton over Vidal. That's at least a good thing. Or make Castaneda 720 standard, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, and a flex. GMO Rice, Ibuka, HN, Bucky, Hampton, Mason.
All right, you're going to go HN and Bucky for sure, running back. We're going to flex Hampton in non-PPR, and I'm going to play Rice and JMO.
All right. Yeah, okay, interesting. Jordan now, does St. Brown playing now make me start Goff over Hurts or JD?
Well, I mean, I had Goff over Hurts anyways, and if you don't want to risk it with JD, yeah, we just go Goff tonight. I'm fine with Goff tonight. Cowboys terrible against QBs and receivers and passing.
All right, Cali Kid. Needs 2 running backs, 2 receivers, and a flex. Chase Brown, Etienne, Aaron Jones, Judkins, Vidal, Chase Myers, Pickens, Wilson.
All right, going to go Chase Brown, Judkins at running back, Chase Pickens at wide receiver, and then flex is either going to be Michael Wilson, assuming Harrison's out, or Jacoby.
Jordan Henry, Juwan Johnson, or Ferg tonight.
Juwan Johnson, and my team is the Commanders, a.k.a. the Jets, apparently. The Jets.
Kind of the same. That's so crazy. I didn't even realize that until just now. West B Music wouldn't be reaching on this if Detroit didn't have another stud at receiver. They do in Williams. Well, if you consider him a stud.
I mean, look, we'll see. Hey, I screenshotted it. Like I said, don't worry, we won't call you out if you're wrong. But if you're right, we will definitely give you a shout out. We'll definitely give you a shout out.
Oh, I'm gonna remember. I'm looking for it. Two for 27, right? Is that what it was?
2 for 27. Yes.
Jordan wants to know, is Sun God, are we going Goff over Hurts? And that's what I already just put up. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to hold on, Derek. I'm gonna get to your question, but we're gonna make sure we answer all of them that have to do with tonight, like Roberto's. How's it going? Ferguson or Strange?
Strange. What's up, Roberto? Hope you're well. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, Strange it is. And then here's one of Derek's. Who do I drop if Evans comes back? Mitchell, Watson, or Monungai?
I drop Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell it is. Robert with another one. Robert Mitchell, that is. Jacoby or Harvey in the flex?
I'm going to go Harvey.
Yeah, it's because of the matchup. You got to do it. Torch. Start 2. Pittman, Watson, Sutton, Myers.
Sutton and Myers.
Then Jay Weezy, Zay or Jacoby?
Jacoby. I do not want to start Zay Flowers right now.
Yeah, Monungai or Gainwell?
Monungai.
And then for tonight, let's help Colton, Todd, Monty, or Etienne?
Etienne.
Etienne it is. All right. And then we have Sundertoe again, Brissett or JD?
All right, I know I just talked about Brissett here, but I can't start him over JD if JD plays.
All right. And then Zach Mudd, rate this team for the playoffs.
Got Goff, JT, Travion, Rodriguez. I'd feel better about these running backs, except Travion. I'm a little nervous about now. Nico Pickens, Evans, that's good. You just added the Buka.
What?
Wow. I mean, this team certainly looks like a team that should contend. Certainly has a chance here.
You got his true RB1. Henderson is going to be a difference maker. That's the key here. Evans and Henderson. It's like an 8.25 maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Orange and blue true. Wow. The membership for 26 months.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
The faith. Goff or Burrow?
I mean, I have Burrow ranked above Goff, but I think I just go Goff tonight. Not even risk it with the weather, with the Bills. I'm just going to go Goff tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying Burrow. I'm starting Burrow, but I understand if you want to kind of play it safer with Goff, it's totally fine. This really is so close. It's almost a coin toss. Condog 209, one flex and one receiver. Sun God should be in there, right? Watson, Jefferson, Aaron Jones, and Monungai.
I'm just going to play in PPR. I'm going to play it's one wide receiver, one flex. I'm going to go Sun God and Watson.
All right. Jordan Henry, I'm pretty sure we did answer your question. I'll see if we can find it again. Hard danger. Michael Wilson is on waivers. Should I drop Mason?
I mean, only if you really need Michael Wilson this week. I mean, you know what? I might do it. Like, even if Aaron Jones is out, what's really the upside for Jordan Mason? Yeah, give me Michael Wilson. Do it.
Michael Wilson. What if the Harrison injury keeps him out multiple weeks? I mean, it's possible.
True.
You don't know. Re-aggravates it. And reminder, cows do tricks, reminding us that you got to hit the subscribe button. Hit subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you. Good luck to everybody. Let's do a couple more minutes. Jordan, let me go back to find your question because I know I saw it and I feel like we did it. Meanwhile, Wayne wants to know, is it your responsibility as a commissioner to notify players if they've had vacant players week after week, like starting empty spots.
Well, I mean, it is your responsibility, but the thing is, like, it's not really fair if they've been doing it week after week and teams have been getting easy wins, and then now you make them put players in, and then, you know what I mean? So if it's been going on for weeks, I'd probably just leave it alone and be like, okay, everybody gets a free win against them, whatever.
Good point. Valky, Caleb or Stroud?
Oh, man. I have Stroud over Caleb this week.
Yeah, that one is close. All right. Still looking forward. Let's do Poom, Crichton, Tong, flex, and a receiver between these guys.
I'm going to go Watson and Harvey.
All right. And then Mike Callahan, Watson, or Igbuka?
Watson.
Okay. We already did that one. Sway VIP, Dak or Mahomes?
Dak.
Get Dak in there. Derek Gonzalez. What's more fun, fantasy football or fantasy baseball? I know what you're going to say.
I mean, fantasy football is more fun, but I will say I do actually really enjoy fantasy baseball. It's different. It's no less frustrating. I will say that it is just as you think fantasy baseball is just as frustrating as fantasy football, but I do like that it's a daily thing. There's something to do every day. It's certainly not. I could not play 30 fantasy baseball leagues like I do a fantasy football. There's no way. No way. It's too much every day. But if one fantasy baseball league, I think, is perfect.
Yeah, I'll tell you it's a bad idea, but I do it anyways. I like baseball just as my first love as a sport, so I kind of prefer it. It's less aggravating than football because it's not just all comes down to one play 1 week so much, and just more stats. I just like it because there's more stats. Jordan, maybe just retype your question. I'm scrolling all the way back, and I see you chatted several times, but I don't see your actual question that you need answered. So if you could just do that, because I'm scrolling all the way back here, that probably would just be easier. Soul Assassin wants to know Woody or Monungai?
Monungai.
Matt Maxwell again. Again, I think we already did this. Had JMO and CD as my wide receiver, Judkins as flex. Who would you bench for Amon-Ra? We said Judkins, right? If it's PPR.
Yeah, we said Judkins.
Okay, here's a trick question. Juice. Amon-Ra or St. Brown?
The God or the Saint? I think you got to go with the God, right?
I'm going to go Amon-Ra. Yeah, God over the Saint. How about Amon-Ra or Equanimous? You remember him?
Yeah. I always kind of liked him, and he's always one of those guys I was always like, come on, do something. And he never did anything.
Yeah. Poom wants to know, can I tailor your parlays? I used to post them on the Discord, the underdog picks. I haven't lately. I can tell you what it did. But I don't know if we have time. The game's already started.
So the game first play, he's already got 1 catch for 7 yards. So good luck, Weezy.
Wait,
first play of the game goes to Amon-Ra. What's that?
Talking about Tesla?
No, did not go to Tesla.
Oh, here we go. Juwan Johnson or Ferguson?
We did this, and who's my team? I even answered that. I said Juwan Johnson, the Commanders, aka this year's Jets.
Right. So look, this is a close one. If you did start Ferguson, I think it's fine. It's not a big difference, but lean Juwan Johnson. So if you left your tight end spot blank, Juwan Johnson is totally fine, right? And then Commanders. Yes, I do remember we did this. All right. That is it. The game has started. Go watch the game and come back.
I think we got one more from Cali Kid.
Cali Kid. JD on waivers. Yes. Who to drop, Vidal or Emmanuel Wilson? I think Vidal.
Yeah, probably Vidal.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it. All right. Check back with us on Saturday. We're going to do a nice long afternoon stream with all the injury updates and continue to get those wins. Good luck, everybody. Thank you, Juice. Appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit the like button on the way out, and we'll see you guys in a couple days.